One of the most fundamental principles you have to learn about trigonometric algebra are the trig identities. Let's describe them. So, do you guys remember my unit circle from last video? Right, well there's one thing I casually forgot to explain. The word unit is equal to 1, right? So if you remember theta, right? We have an angle and we were to slot it down. If we've got a unit circle, then this radius is equal to 1. If that's the case, then the opposite is going to be sine theta and the adjacent is going to be cos theta. Okay? Which means we can derive our two trigonometric identities using Pythagoras. We know that, I'll do this one in purple, a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, which means that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. Write this down. Very important that you know this one. This is your bread and butter, right? Your other piece, this is the bread. Your butter is just going to be, what are we missing, guys? We got sine, we got cos. We also need tan. Tan theta is just going to be sine theta over cos theta. Why? Because tan is equal to opposite over adjacent. So therefore, this must be true as well. Write these two equations down. They are very important and your bread and butter for the rest of this topic. Now let's learn how to properly use them. So using the identities sine squared a plus cos squared a is equal to 1 and or tan a is equal to sine a over cos a, prove that left hand side equals right hand side. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick a side. I'm just going to pick the left hand side, right? And now what we're going to do is simply use a bit of trial and error to work out what the left hand side is equal to. We're simplifying it, so to speak. So first thing we're going to do is rewrite the left hand side, which is sine theta plus cos theta, right? Now what can we do with this? We can expand it, right? So this is the same as sine squared theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta plus cos squared theta. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we can use this formula up here to realize that we have a sine squared theta and a plus cos squared theta. So if we add those two together, that's just going to be 1. And we have the 2 sine squared theta from earlier, the 2 sine theta cos theta. So therefore, we can say that this is equal to right hand side. And that is your final answer. Is this video helpful? Make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video from me. Now let's try again for this example. Show that 1 over cos theta plus tan theta is identical to cos theta over 1 minus sine theta. And we're given that theta is not this, cos 2 theta is not this, and n is a real number, yes. So, okay. First thing we need to do is write down the left-hand side. So, LHS is going to be 1 over cos theta plus tan theta. Okay. What can we do from here? Well, what we can do is we can turn this tan theta into the equations from earlier. So that's just going to be 1 over cos theta plus, and now we turn the tan into sine theta over cos theta. Okay. Now what we can do is we can add them together because they've got the same denominator. So that's the same as 1 plus sine theta over cos theta. Okay. The issue with this fraction though is that we have cos on the bottom, but we need cos at the top. So let's just multiply top and bottom by cos, right? This is going to be cos times 1 plus sine theta over, and then this will just be cos squared theta, because all we did was times cos and times cos theta there. Okay, so if we do that, what we have on the bottom here is a cos squared. We can change that to 1 minus sine squared, right? I'm going to put this up here now because I'm running a bit low on space. So this will be cos theta times 1 plus sine theta, okay, over, and then this is going to be 1 minus sine squared theta, okay? Now, again, we need 1 minus theta on the bottom. So what we're going to do is simply multiply 1 minus theta on top and bottom. So this will be, I'll write this out in multiple colors so you can see, cos theta times 1 plus sine theta, and then we're timesing it by, wait for it, 1 minus sine theta, and it's all divided by 1 minus sine squared theta, okay, times 1 minus sine theta. Now, let's expand the top. So we're left with cos theta times, this is a difference of 2 squares, so that's just going to be 1 minus sine squared theta over 1 minus sine theta times 1 minus sine squared theta. Aha! As you can see, we're timesing top and bottom by the same fraction, so we can just cancel them out. And so what we're left with is cos theta minus 1 minus sine squared theta, which is equal to right hand side. Do you need more help with this topic? Well, join my Discord server down below to send in your questions. For fast responses, guaranteed. Now let's look at this question, which somebody else took a photo of a textbook because, man, there are not enough of these questions on the internet. Simplify 1 plus sine squared theta plus 1 minus sine squared theta over 2 cos squared theta to look like the other side. Okay, let's first write down the left hand side, which is equal to 1 plus sine theta all squared plus 1 minus sine theta all squared all over cos squared theta. Okay, first thing we're going to do is expand both of these brackets because that's just the complicated part. This is going to be 1 plus sine, 2 sine theta plus sine squared theta. And then this is going to be 1 plus, minus, excuse me, 2 sine theta plus sine squared theta. And it's all over cos squared theta, okay? As you can see, we got a minus here and a plus here. Wait a second, this is meant to be plus, this is meant to be minus. Okay, so what we can do is we can cancel out the plus and the minus. If we add them up, we get 2 plus 2 sine theta all over, oh sorry, this is meant to be 2 cos theta, sure. Right? Which is the same as 2 times 1 plus sine theta over 2 cos theta. And then because we've got 2 multiplying top and bottom, we can cancel out the 2's. This cos squared theta, how can we rewrite that? Well, cos squared theta is equal to 1 minus sine squared theta, right? So therefore, this is the same as 1 plus sine squared theta squared all over 1 minus sine squared theta, which is equal to our right hand side. And that is how you simplify trigonometric identities. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video made sense. Do you want to pass your exams with flying colours? Well, get tutored by me today by dropping an email and we can organise a meeting and a quote. Keep on learning as you have no idea what you're capable of doing.